Looking to add a bold and colorful painting into your home? I'm going to show you in this dish soap painting how to do that coming up right now. Hey guys, Wall4Games coming at you from my Creative Control playlist where I bring you the best tips, tricks, and even tutorials like this one here. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing and clicking on that bell so you know when my videos go live. I just hit over 1,000 subs and it may not be a big accomplishment, but it is to me, so I thought I'd celebrate by showing you how to do a cool painting that's very easy, that any beginner or even a kid can do with a little supervision, and it's bright, colorful, and it's so eye-catching and they're super fun to do. Let me show you how to do it right now. For this project, you're going to need a canvas or multiple canvases, a paintbrush, a paper plate for mixing your paints on, and a wide variety of paint colors depending on what you'd like to use. Let's talk about colors for one quick second. I recommend picking your favorite color and then working off the color wheel of neighboring colors to it. Either pick to the left and the right, or work your way down the color wheel and only pick 3. If you limit yourself to 3 colors, it's going to have a much more bold statement for your painting. Now for the fun part. Painting the canvas. Don't worry about how you paint your canvas. Just attack the canvas with different strokes, different colors, and have a lot of fun. I'm doing mine a little bit different and I'm using 3 panels. On one panel, I'm going to use 3 colors that are adjacent on the color wheel. On another canvas, I'm going to do another 3 different colors that are adjacent on the color wheel. And I'm going to do the same thing on the last canvas. And I'm going to make one huge cohesive piece. There are only 2 rules when you do this piece right here. Make sure your acrylic paint is non-water based. If it is water based, it will peel right off when we do the following steps. And rule number 2 is have a lot of fun. Do a bunch of different style brush strokes. Be brash, be bold, be different in this. That's your pro tip for this painting. When you are all done with your paintings, make sure you allow them to dry for a couple hours. Better yet, maybe even 24. They have to be strong and solid. When they're all dry, move them somewhere where we can work with a lot of space, preferably outside because we will be using spray paint. Now we need to grab some spare soap. I recommend using dish soap because it's very easy and affordable and you can get it off Amazon or the dollar store. Or if you don't have any of that lying around, you can use laundry detergent as well, but I recommend the dish soap. From here, we're going to create some nice ribbons, and to do so, we need a spare bowl and a spoon. Just put the laundry detergent or soap into the bowl, and from here, we can use our spoon to ribbon on streaks on top of the canvas. And this is going to create a protective barrier that allows the spray paint not to adhere to the canvas. If you want very small ribbon-like streaks, I recommend using the spoon. If you want to have thicker, bolder lines or even circles or sometimes splatters, I recommend actually pouring straight out from the laundry detergent bottle or dish soap bottle for a bunch of different effects. But it's completely up to you. Do whatever you think is going to work best for your painting. Now it's time to have even a little more fun. Attack the canvas with some spray paint. I'm going to use black metallic gloss paint here, but you can use whatever color you like. I do recommend picking up a gloss color because it's going to make all those colors underneath have even more contrast to pop forward. Make sure you give your can a nice solid shake and cover every inch of your canvas, and I do mean cover. It's going to absorb a lot of paint from this spray can, so make sure you take your time and cover every solid inch. As you start to cover your canvas in the spray paint, you see all these cool effects start happening. If you're in a warmer climate, please don't do this in direct sunlight, as the dish soap can start to actually dry and harden, and it's going to start causing some cracking in the painting. So try to do this as quickly as possible and not in direct sunlight. If you didn't paint the gallery wrap sides, I do recommend going over it with the spray paint, so this way it looks like one whole cohesive painting that has been framed in by the spray paint. Just pull it separate apart and make sure to get those rails as well. After you finish spraying your canvas, check the back of the can to see the recommended dry time. I recommend leaving it alone for a couple hours because the next step is important. We need to move our canvas to somewhere where it won't matter where soap will actually hit the ground. So I'm moving it over here to my loose bark. I recommend perhaps some grass or in any open area will do. And all you have to do is attack it with your hose, perhaps a light rag or a light sponge, or better yet, I'm just going to use my fingertips and start working off all of the soap and the loose paint that is sitting on top of that soap. You're just going to have to repeat this process a couple of times depending on how many canvases you did or the actual size of your canvas. But don't be afraid to actually work in those cracks of where that color is, because some soap might be sitting in there because it may have dried up a little bit. It wouldn't have hardened, but it would have sat up a little bit. So don't be afraid to rub it all out nice and good and get all the canvases nice and clean. Don't be worried if your canvas gets wet because it is just a fabric. It will dry real easily by being wiped off with a rag or in the sun a little bit. If your painting's still wet, don't be afraid. Just take a loose paper towel or even a rag and just kind of wipe it dry, and then the sun will do the rest of the work. And make sure you do this to all of your canvases before you add any additional varnishes or coatings. You want to make sure it's 100% dry. With my paintings all dry, these things look absolutely gorgeous and they are badass. They pop right off the canvas and will look good in any room. All you gotta do is add a little wire to the back so that way you can hang them and put them wherever you want. These things are stunning. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This was a super fun one to do and I'm glad I get to share it with you on hitting 1,000 subs. I'm glad I did something fun, colorful, and you know what? It's perfect for beginning artists out there, or better yet, it's even better for kids that want to try some art projects that are really interested. Buy them a basic acrylic set. They learn how to make some additional colors there by adding them all together, and they can't mess this up. This is something super fun and easy to do, and they're gonna learn a lot about art and experiment around, and it looks great anywhere in the house. If you guys like this video and you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends. If there's something you want to see from me in the future, feel free to leave a comment below. I do reply to all of them as best as I can, and you can follow me on all my separate social medias and watch me paint on Twitch. I will see you guys in the next creative tutorial next time. Take care. Peace.